Всем привет, дорогие друзья, добро пожаловать на мой игровой канал Last Game. И сегодня мы продолжаем проходить игру Mass Effect 2. Сколько уже можно, сколько уже вышла серия, я уже даже не представляю, что на это ответить. Каждый день, почти, ну не каждый, да, бывает, пропускаю день. Но все равно снимаю очень много, очень часто. Я, кстати, хочу вам сказать, что я открыл сервер в Концайке, чисто попробовать. Не получится, так не получится. Ссылку я оставлю то есть IP оставлю в описании под видео. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, ребят. Я буду очень всех рад видеть на моем канале. Так, пойдемте поедем по миссиям. Главное быстрее, мы вообще не туда бежим.
Do you have everything you need?
If you happen to find any, back to work.
Все, побежали по нашим основным миссиям. Я уже, кстати, очень давно не проходил. Блин, то есть не то, что давно, я уже давно хочу пройти этот Mass Effect. Он реально долгий, он капец какой, очень долгий. Просто охренеть какой. Я не думал, что Mass Effect 2 может быть таким долгим. Это, наверное, первая игра, которая потратила у меня столько времени на прохождение. Ретранслятор. Вот он. Оп, входим в систему. Вот топливные склады. Надо сначала просто все закупиться, чтобы все было четко. 355 тысяч. Неплохо. Неплохо. База, Илюм, Цитадель. А куда нам нужно? Давайте посмотрим журнал. Так, ладно. Это все фигня. Давайте вот это посмотрим. Установить. Вы получили систему познания свой-чужой. Значит, работа, постановка, монтажа устройств. Продолжайте набор новых членов отряда, подготовку к штурму базы коллекционеров. Давайте сейчас найдем Джейкоба. С Джейкобом поговорим, возможно, он нам что-нибудь подскажет. Только где его найти, я хрен его нахрен знаю. Но возможно он где-то здесь. Вот он.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gurns back. The ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but...
Вот такая вот у нас ситуация. Теперь мы так. Можем ехать на наше задание. Ретранслятор. Применяем. И нам надо помочь Джейкобу. Так как это задание будет называться наше. Но я думаю, что мы его и выполним. Оп. Здесь, в принципе, недалеко лететь. Посмотрим, что там будет и что там есть. Мне просто реально интересно. — 2175 Возможно, в будущем такие планеты в названии будут. Постреляем зонтами. В последней миссии мы частенько начали ими пользоваться. Я бы даже сказал, что очень часто. Ну ладно, тут ничего не поделаешь. Попользуемся немножечко. Оп. Неплохо, неплохо. Знаете, в аномалию. Угу. Какие-то сигналы я вижу, ну, слышу. Я не понимаю, что это такое. Похоже на самом деле на планету Землю, только немножечко старенькую. Посмотрим, как она сейчас выглядит на планете, когда мы сейчас раскидаем все зонты. Найдем нашу цель. Много здесь аномалий всяких разных, конечно, но вот так вот сделаем. Мне кажется, чтобы здесь исследовать всю планету, надо вообще, ну, реально постараться. Вот здесь какая-то аномалия вижу. 11 зонтов у нас осталось, к сожалению, но я думаю, что мы справимся даже с 11 зонтами. Восемь зонтов осталось. Я уже начинаю немножечко переживать. Посмотрим, что у нас будет. 7 зонтов. Ситуация, конечно, очень напряженная, потому что я не хочу сюда возвращаться еще. Вот, если что, давайте зон сюда кинем, чтобы нам этот не профукать ничего. Запускаем сканер дальше, чтобы нам... Это просто, чтобы нам все зонты не профукать и не приземлиться. Ну вот и все, ребята, я считаю, что нам пора опускаться. Mass Effect 2, она реально очень долгая игра, на самом деле. Ну, я говорю как есть. Тут столько всяких разных миссий, просто их целая куча. Кстати, мы собрали весь отряд, это я вам хочу сказать. И мы возьмем с нами нашего брата Гаруса. Делаем автораспределение. Джейкобу тоже можно что-нибудь так. Агент сервер. Приобрести ранг. Приобрести ранг. Приобрести ранг. Приобрести ранг. Зажигательные. Умение выживать самый безнадежно увеличивает уровень здоровья Джейкоба. Понятно. Короче, все. Автораспределение. Гарусу. Автораспределение. Ну и все, можно уже будет приземляться. Но это реально на землю похоже. Просто, ну, чуть-чуть заброшено. Чуть-чуть. Так-то здесь прикольно, на самом деле. Вон пальмы растут.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Капец, вот это корабль.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them.
Посмотрим, что у нас здесь. Ну и Где, блин? Где? 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 Вот он. Блин. Так. Нет, это не то. Это не то. Вот это то. И последний надо найти. Срочно. Вот он. Успели. Ну, уже начали деньги немножечко сниматься. Но ничего страшного, считаю.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Ладно, тут какая-то суета была. Посмотрим.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out so I can remember. Can think straight. I have to hurry.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald
But
Taylor.
where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance
I assume
cycles.
unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs.
Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory. It is not known if neural decay
Come on,
is
let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
It must have after so long.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not...
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve... He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape! Enemies ahead!
Ну вот вы ее спасли, плюс 7 героизму. Значит потом кого-нибудь можно будет и в поп послать, чтобы у нас какой-то баланс был. Не, ну с ними было намного попроще. Прям вообще я бы даже сказал, что с ними не напрягаюсь. Блин, надо было зажигательный патрон, что-то я не подумал. Возможно, мы тогда уже бы их победили всех. Так.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Ну пойдемте дальше. Пойдемте дальше, посмотрим, что у нас там.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Huh. They're from the same group as the ones that attacked us, but these are docile.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly, but the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food?
Go away. You are like him. The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
Блин, интересно так. Ну, блин, ни хрена себе. Роботы что-то здесь делают.
Please. You have his face. But you fight his machines. I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob.
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, and after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
So why call for help now?
The surviving males are changing. Everything he did is coming back to bite him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
Вот оно как, ребятки. Вот представляете? Так, начинаем охот. Так, блин, ни хрена не соображаю. Что это такое-то, блин? Я же хотел нажать на другое совсем. Начать охот. Все, отлично. А, это, наверное, надо отойти теперь. Понятно. Я вообще тоже так подумал. Просто ни о чем не предупреждили.
The old corpse was posed like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
Honor started by that.
Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged.
Light him up.
Все, проходим. Охренеть не стать. Ну ладно, ребятки, мы с вами поиграем. Идем дальше. Так, посмотрим, что у нас здесь. У нас здесь какой-то обход. Я просто думал, мало ли какие-нибудь там ресурсы есть. Опа. Все, отлично, отлично, отлично. Так. Нам скорее вот всего вот туда.
Taking fire.
Ну, идем дальше. Ждем. Ну, вроде все, можно идти дальше. Похоже, Джейкоб его не сильно возлюбил. Нет, хорошо, что они на таком дальнем расстоянии не стреляют. Отлично, идем дальше. Минус. Да. Фух, ладно, сейчас мы немного перезарядимся, а потом мы пойдем воевать дальше. Я думаю, что нам надо здесь взять что-то реально получше. Ну где наша ствол-то хороший? Понимаю. Нам, наверное, пенициллинчика, чтобы все живы и здоровы были. Ну и идти дальше, воевать. Что-то произошло, какой-то взрыв реально огромный. Что-то я все профукал. По-моему, его выиграли. А. Я понял. Идем дальше. Открываем ворота и проходим нахрен дальше. Вот он стоит.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew acting, Captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
There's no way I'm letting this slide, Taylor. The price will be paid.
How much? What kind of math can balance these lives? His life isn't worth pulling the damn trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Вот такая вот ситуация. Мы выполнили эту миссию. Просто мы ее выполнили. Ой, ребята, вот такие вот пироги. Помогли мы Джейкобу. Сейчас посмотрим эту заставку. Я думаю, что можно будет... Так, капитан корабля направляется, чтобы взять под стражу капитан Тейлор.
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Вот так вот. Ну, отступники, я думаю, что мы тоже отступника получили все-таки. Если тут один раз поговорить грубо, то все, ты уже отступник. Так, посмотрим следующее наше задание, чтобы мы сразу могли... Так, ну это все понятно. Миранда хочет пообщаться с вами по личному делу. Найти бы вот этих всех Миранд, не Миранд. Ладно, ребят, давайте сейчас найдем, и я считаю, что закончим серию, чтобы в следующей серии мы могли сразу начать заниматься своими делами.
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like...
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creep... Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Так, нам надо найти, я еще раз, либо Джека, либо Миранду. Ну, пойдемте по этажам пройдемся. Я хоть освежу память, что у нас есть здесь вообще на Нормандии. Начнем с нижних секторов и до самых верхних. Просим как раз у нас у членов экипажа дела. Но, ребят, в этой серии больше ничегошеньки не будет, поэтому я сейчас говорю, что подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, мы здесь просто дойдем, поговорим с кем-нибудь, ну и все.
What can we do for you, Commander?
I bet you
Anything
can
else?
set up okay down here.
Anything else? Will do, Commander.
Shepard, I've got a problem and I may need your help. But I need to know if I can trust you. Some of this might involve fleet security. Cerberus cannot be involved.
I won't betray your people, but if you want my help, Cerberus will be involved.
I know, which won't help, but I don't have much choice. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board. I'm scared, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Okay. Let's
I
go
was
find
going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for.
Так, там было задание, тализмена, коллеги адмиралов, обвиняют в тализмене, она должна отправиться на... Но мы, ребят, ищем Миранду. Миранду найдем и будем продолжать уже дальше. Просто я хоть вспомню, где тут все люди, потому что здесь я реально редко бываю и хожу. Но я говорю, что на этом серия как бы уже считается закончена.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know.
When the time comes, I will do whatever is necessary.
You're an important part of this crew, Samara.
It is my honor. Also, when we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Сейчас наберем задание.
It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardot.
She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
This is definitely worthy of your
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
Капец. Вот это поворот.
Imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. Help me find my long-lost daughter and kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Капец, ну это не тот, с кем мы хотели поговорить. Ага, это душ. Ага, мы тут были. Капец, блин. Поговорили. Лучше бы мы не разговаривали. Тейн. С Тейном тоже можно поговорить.
Shepard, I mentioned when we met on Ilium that I was dying. It's called Keprel syndrome. It's not communicable, but I have less than a year to live.
Is that what you called me here for? I wasn't worried about it.
No. But as I face the end of my body's time here, I find myself dwelling on my mistakes. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
You never mentioned this before. Why
When my
now?
wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't
My
you
body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
What's wrong with him? Is he
Something
hurt?
happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Короче, ребятки, вот так вот эта вся суета и проходит. Говорим с Касуми.
Hey, got a minute? I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I've been going through Keiichi's gray box. It's so nice to have him back. Even in that form, I miss him.
Блин, я же ожидал вылить, а не выпить. Ну ладно. Идем дальше. А здесь еще есть целая нахрен палуба, и я думаю, что мы здесь найдем Миржанду. Как она там? О! Отлично.
Shepard, I find myself in the... I don't like discussing personal matters.
What's going on?
My father was extremely wealthy. He wanted the ideal daughter, and he paid a great deal. When I learned that my father was more interested in controlling a dynasty than raising a daughter, I left.
Капец, у всех какие-то проблемы семейные, как прошел попал. У одного проблема, у второго, у третьего.
He's not stupid. He won't cross Cerberus. But this isn't about me. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept... She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
So you think your father's tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on... I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure my contact's name is Lantea.
Ну все, ребят, я считаю, что на этом серию нужно закончить. Спасибо, кто смотрел. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Желаю вам всем всего доброго. Всем удачи и всем пока.